Well, so we have left the Grizzlies again and now we have just gone into the Reptile House. The opening photo though is not at the Reptile House. The wonderful thing about the Bronx Zoo, there are reptiles everywhere. Jungle World, Madagascar, which we have yet to been to, so that's still out there. Children's Zoo, I'm sure has Congo Forest. Yeah, there's reptiles out there in the Reptile House, and that's the center building. That is the old main zoo, big entrance, and what an architectural beauty that is. I should have had a picture of that. Just a wonderful one. And that, of course, is the Komodo dragon, and I promise you dragons in this episode. And for the reptile lovers, if you have not been to the Bronx Zoo Reptile House, you're missing something, because for those like me, I love my frogs, I love my snakes, and I really love my monitor lizards. And the Komodo dragon is the largest member of the monitor lizard family. So here we go. We're going to roll with this nice and slow. I'm going to just throw some music. Don't get skittish. Feel the beauty of these creatures. Feel the beauty! This is such an unbelievable place, and it's the first look at a baby Komodo dragon inside the reptile world. And the Bronx does more with reptiles. They had a whole island off the south of Georgia. Well, they use other animals. I believe there's a lot of lemurs too on that island and stuff. But certainly for the giant tortoises, the Galapagos tortoises, the radiated tortoise, which you saw in a little bit in the beginning, certainly a tortoise that was decimated by the pet and for food source too. The tortoises were certainly the Indian star tortoise, another one I think they might be working on over there. Hopefully they are. But they do so much in with the reptiles and amphibians throughout. It's a little crocodile lizard there, cute little lizard, huh? Looks half crocodile, half, and you see the yellow sign, no hands. People do like to tap on the glass. It's one thing if you do have your kids, just try not to get. But you know what? It's more the adults I actually see doing that, tapping on the glass. Alligator lizard, a little bit different than a crocodile lizard, much bigger, red head. I love this with the toucan species of bird that they put in there with it, and that is the king cobra. So if you're familiar with that head, that is the king cobra, and there's plenty of surprises inside the red. These are my favorite. These are Bhutan's gray monitor. That is my favorite animal right now that they have at the reptile house for me. And you can work your way down to the mouse house from there, and you can see some not just mice and gerbils, but phoenix foxes, spotted skunk. Certainly like that, and they house some of the little guys right here, the little tamarins. Some of them that went from the old monkey house, and from there you can make your way to the Congo forest, which 2016 I am going to dedicate this whole thing. My son Noah pushed me through the whole thing on a wheelchair. I was shattered my calcaneus heel, which is your heel, and I could not do anything. And that's the last time I actually been in the gorilla house. So very awesome on that part by him, and I dedicate this whole section to him. Thank you so much. No. So right now you're looking at the beautiful Mertens water monitor, certainly one of the great exhibits here at the Center Zoo building, which is just an architecturally beautiful building. Outside, some of the carvings in the stone, it's just, however they did them, it's just unbelievable. See the old elephant heads and stuff. It's Oh God, it's just a wonderful building, and the house, the Komodo dragon in there, and on the opposite side, there's also blue monitors and the rock monitors that they have in there, which is just all shown here, and they're all spectacular to me. The monitor lizard family is the most spectacular species of lizards on the planet to me. I do love my old world chameleons too. Certainly, they're phenomenal. Not the pet shop chameleon, which is an Ole, which is not a chameleon at all. Certainly, this is. Look at this species, how they move, they're very intelligent lizards too. Monitor lizards are the most intelligent, probably out of all the lizards, and it's just one of the great things about them. And then you get to see the white rhinos. Also, a white rhino usually is inside. You can get a good glimpse of how gigantic and powerful a beast are. On the outside there, I do not believe they put the Asian elephants outside. I think the only place you can see them is at the monorail now. But you have, usually they put Malaysian tapirs. They might put an Indian one-horn rhino out there, or black rhino, or sometimes they had the Sumatran rhino. The white rhinoceros with its wide front mount was the African word for that was misunderstood when a so-called scientist, white man, came and put a name on it as the white rhinoceros. So certainly we are just blessed by this zoo as far as what they educate us, how they educate us, and with the life on this planet. And we get to see things like this great Indonesian Komodo dragon, because nowhere else am I going to, if I'm lucky enough, maybe I'll go to the Komodo Islands. But who knows? Who knows where we are? And certainly, what a trip we've been on. And thank you for coming along on this trip. So we've been to so many places. We came in at more than 10 o'clock. We got to the zoo. We came in and we parked at the Bronx River Parkway. We went and saw them buffaloes right away. We saw the tigers. We saw the periated there. We went up. We saw the dholes. We saw the snow leopards. We snuck in, saw some grizzlies. We saw some lions. We went to Jungle World. We went to that monorail. Saw many magnificent creatures on the monorail ride. Went up towards, saw the zebra, the giraffe house, the hyenas, the wild dogs. The giraffes were outside. It was a beautiful day, maybe. Oh, gosh, it was just unbelievable. We worked our way to the baboons and the ibexes, and then snuck back and took a little glimpse at the lions and the grizzlies again. And then we went into the reptile house and we're just like, wow. There are just so many different species that play such an important role in nature, an important role, and we need them. And then the mouse house was actually just a quick. Jody and me went this past trip, and this is when we put together. This is the first time we've been shooting video. Was just going to be reopening, so I'm very excited to see what if I can make it one more time and get there and see what's going on there. And again, the Congo forest. Thanks to my son Noah for wheeling me around this whole place. And then we made it from the Congo forest to the center building. And we're still not done, though. We still going to eat through. We're going to fight through it. We got to fight through it. We're going to take a trip to Madagascar. And then we'll take a trip to the sea lions. And when we come out of Madagascar, and then we'll wrap it all up with some of the birds of the world in the final episode. So 2 more episodes I'm going to throw on there. You're going to come for the ride. You came this far. You can do it. You can keep coming. This is the most magnificent place to see as much life in some of the most beautiful conditions, and to understand what the modern zoo can do as far as educate and conservation, the studying of places. And we'll get a little, maybe I'll get a little bit into some of the great scientists of the Bronx Zoo that certainly one man, George B. Schaller, who has saved more wild places and put together more things in his lifetime than any one of us. I think he's the most important person that ever lived on the planet. Period. What he has done, his passion he has, and what he has done out in the world. Look him up, George B. Schaller. You'd be surprised at what one man can accomplish in a lifetime.